Good morning, this is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with much cooler temperatures this morning and some cloudy conditions with some low clouds around the area as that backdoor cold front has done a good job moving through the area and socked us in the clouds and brought some slightly breezy onshore flow into the area this morning and bringing with that those cooler temperatures. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we'll see that backdoor front pushed off to our west and southwest, and expecting that to remain in that area as we move through most, if not all, of the day today. And we'll start to see it lifting back northward as a warm boundary as we go into the start of the day on Saturday, and that's going to bring back some upper 80s to around 90-degree temperatures, and those heat index values once again getting up in the upper 90s and close to 100 as we move through our weekend. Looking at current conditions this morning, seeing overcast deck at 400 feet, reduced visibilities down to between 2 and 3 statute miles with some mist, winds out of the northeast at 15 knots, and seeing some gusts up to around 21, 22 knots. Temperature at 73 degrees and relative humidity is at 93%. Take a look at the current visible satellite and composite radar here. Not seeing anything to worry about locally here on the radar. We are socked in the clouds, and again that boundary sitting just off to the south and west, and expecting that to remain there as we move through the day, so likely staying socked in these low clouds for much, if not all, of working hours today. We'll try to see some showers popping up along that boundary, but should keep that out of the area with just a slight chance of a shower locally here. We'll take a look at the high resolution model here, see how we can expect things to play out as we move through the next couple of days. Again, as mentioned, expecting mainly dry conditions, maybe a light sprinkle here or there. Getting into the afternoon, we'll see just a slight chance of a shower popping up, but you'll see as this model indicates that a lot of those showers are going to try to pop up along that boundary off to the south and west. So as long as that boundary stays relatively stationary off in those areas and doesn't begin to lift northward today, we should keep the shower and storm activity out of our area as you start to see these reflectivity showers kind of circling around that boundary off to the north. As we go overnight into Saturday, we'll see some lingering low clouds into the early morning hours, and then things will start clearing out as winds shift southwesterly. We're going to see warmer temperatures, humid conditions back in the area for our day on Saturday. Heat index values climbing near 100 degrees. Should stay dry through the day on Saturday with a slight chance, or a very slight chance, of a pop-up shower or storm. But a better chance of showers or storms will come through late evening through the first part of the overnight time frame as this boundary kind of pushes through the area, and then we'll see that drying out as we get into the start of the day on Sunday. Basically a carbon copy as we move into Sunday with another warmer, more humid day and a chance of an afternoon shower or storm. So looking at the 24-hour weather bridge chart for today, do have those red conditions for those reduced ceilings below 500 feet this morning. I do expect those to gradually rise up to around 800 feet to around 1,000 feet as we go through the day today, but not getting much higher than that. Do keep a yellow risk for winds that are about 25 knots through the working hours today. Seeing those northeasterly winds going to continue 10 to 15 knots, possibly peaking up around 22 knots with those gusts as we move throughout the day today. But overall, just staying cloudy with a high temperature only around 80 degrees, and as we go into that afternoon time frame, mainly past the 15 local time frame, this one will pick up a slight chance of a light shower around the area. So just a yellow risk for that as we move through that late afternoon, first part of the evening time frame. Then that diminishes as we go into the overnight time frame. We'll see those winds slowly start to turn more subtly, becoming southwesterly. Eventually, we'll see our low temperature of 74 degrees and things starting to warm up as we go into this day on Saturday. Tides running slightly above normal. Saturday, as mentioned, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy later in the day. Very slight chance of a pop-up shower storm, but keeping green conditions. Otherwise, slightly breezy, hot and humid once again with those heat index values near 100 with an actual temperature of 90 degrees. We pick up that boundary as we go into Saturday evening. Yellow risk for precip and lightning. Mostly cloudy. That chance of a shower or thunderstorm will be early, and then we'll see those clouds clearing, becoming partly cloudy with a low around 76. And then once again, another hot and humid day, with those heat index values once again back up in the upper 90s. Slight chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm on Sunday, so yellow risk for that. Looks to be about a 20% chance, otherwise partly to mostly cloudy at times, with that high once again around 90. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.